Hi, it's Paul from Hench Herbivore, and this is my quads and hams muscle gaining routine. For more muscle building, fat burning tips, why not hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified of new videos and new live streams. Okay, so for exercise 1, I've chosen leg extensions. My plan is to pre-exhaust the quadriceps so they're extremely tired and starting to get a bit sore before I go into my compound moves. Else, I often find that my quads don't get such a great workout. I can feel it more in kind of my glutes and my hips. So we've got full flexion of the knee at the bottom, full extension at the top, keeping the feet nice and square on, really concentrating on firing the vastus medialis, that teardrop muscle on the inside of the quadriceps by the knee. All the exercises today were for 4 sets of 12, 10, 8 and 6. For the second movement, I've chosen a machine squat. You'll see that I'm going rock bottom here, really challenging the quadriceps. I've got a very narrow stance, about the width of one of my feet, gap between my 2 feet. Got my toes pointing forwards. This way I'm hitting the sweep of my quads, the vastus lateralis, the outside head. So it looks like more width when you view the legs front on. This would be very hard to achieve with a barbell squat, so this is one good reason why you might like to include machines on occasion. The knee sleeves help to create lots of heat, so very important in the colder weather. Obviously they're keeping your joint that bit more stable. These particular ones were gifted to me from Strength Shop UK, so thanks to you guys, shout outs to them. Most of their products, in fact I believe all of their products are vegan by default, that's what I've been told, so any support gear, you might want to check out these guys. Movement 3, I've opted for a leg press. This time I've gone for a wider toes flared stance, so we are working some of the inner quadriceps, the adductors, just to give a good well-rounded development to the thighs. Again, nice and deep. We want to see at least 90 degrees of knee flexion in the bottom of the movement. No doubt I'll get an influx of comments telling me that I'm going to snap my knees up by locking them out. My argument is I've been doing this for 30 years. I've never seen anyone break their legs in the gym doing this. Why don't you stop locking out on all the other movements and stop being silly? Next, decided to go with some laying leg curls. Here again I'm aiming to pre-exhaust the hamstrings. The second movement I bring in for the hams will be more of a posterior chain, you know, typically like a Romanian deadlift, something like that. And this way again we're just pre-exhausting the hamstrings, so they're going to take more of the brunt of the work. By doing a curl, we're kind of hitting more of the lower hamstrings. And again, as I say, moving into the next movement, which today was a Romanian deadlift, just shifts the emphasis into the upper hamstrings so we get a more well-rounded development. Of course, full flexion, nice strong contraction at the top of the movement, full extension of the knees, full range of motion in most of your exercises, most of the time. As I say, into the Romanian deadlift now. So, similar reasoning for as a stiff leg deadlift, except the stiff leg deadlift, you know, it can strain the tendons at the back of the knee. So this version you're allowing a bit more knee bend, but think of your butt going backwards rather than going downwards as you would for a traditional deadlift. Again, as I alluded to earlier, the purpose of this more for hamstrings than anything. You will feel it a bit in the glutes, a bit in the lower back. Predominantly though, you want to feel the upper hamstrings taking the brunt of the force. Shoulders depressed and retracted. Nice neutral spine of course throughout. Again, it's a good idea to be using some support gear. Here I've got a lifting belt, again by Strength Shop UK. If you're a fan of my t-shirt, these are available online at henchherbivore.com, link in the description. And finishing up today with a seated hamstrings curl, so just giving a bit more volume to the hamstrings. Oftentimes these can be neglected, you know, we worry about getting a big squat, we sort of work the quadriceps hard and the hamstrings come off as the sort of poor cousin, but they need equal love, so make sure we're paying attention to those also. Taking care that you're pulling yourself down strong into the seat via the handles. Full extension of the knee at the top of the movement, full flexion at the apex, really squeeze those hamstrings, get a lovely strong contraction. Always keep your form tight, but try to progress the weight steadily, at least a little bit, week by week. Keep smashing in those whole plant foods and keep making them plant-based gains. If you enjoyed this video and you feel like it may be of benefit to others, why not share it out on your social media, and together we can help inspire everyone to go vegan for victory.